Hello students, in today's lecture we will discuss about the remainder theorem for our topic polynomials. So let's start the discussion. First we will understand what is the remainder theorem. Okay, now when we perform our long division, suppose a number is 25. When I divide this number by, for example, 2, so यहाँ number ले लेते हैं 4 ले लेते हैं 4 6 24. Okay, so 25 is what? Dividend. 4 is what? Divisor. 6 is what? Quotient. And 1 is what? Remainder. Right बच्चों? So अगर इसी लॉन्ग डिवीजन को हमें एक नॉर्मल फॉर्म में लिखना हो, so how we can write down? So dividend is equal to divisor multiply quotient plus remainder. ठीक है बच्चों? Now we are studying the chapter polynomials. So here we are performing a division for the polynomials. So some of the standardized symbols are there. For the dividend, that is assign the symbol p of x. For the divisor, g of x. For the quotient, q of x. And for the remainder, r of x. Right? So these are the some standardized symbols that we assign for the dividend, for the divisor, for the quotient, and for the remainder. Now this one is a traditional way to perform the division, and then we can get the remainder. But in the remainder theorem, that we didn't require to perform this long division and get the remainder, right? In this remainder theorem, we will get the remainder directly without performing this long division. So this method is called the remainder theorem. Now how it happened? Suppose I take my divisor g of x, that is the x minus a. That is obviously one polynomial. So we can write down our polynomial p of x is equal to x minus a multiply q of x plus r of x. Is it? So when I replace here value a, because x minus a से divide कर रहे हैं, when I replace here value a, so a minus a becomes 0 into q of a plus a constant की तरह remainder हम लेंगे, so that we are considering as a remainder r. So a minus a becomes what? 0. So p of a is equal to q of a plus it's 0. Okay. So what remaining? R. So ultimately p of a is equal to what? R. That means p of a will be considered as a what? Remainder. Okay. So simply we have to do one thing. Whatever your polynomial that you are taking as a divisor, that polynomial you have to compare with the 0 and get the value of x, and that value you have to replace in your polynomial. So finally whatever the value you are getting, that is called the remainder. And one more important thing for this remainder theorem, by the remainder theorem you can consider also the divisor is a factor of the dividend or not, because when you get the remainder r value 0, if remainder r value 0, so divisor is a factor of the polynomial. Okay, so remainder theorem बच्चों हमें एक long division से freedom दे देता है हमें. Without performing a long division, whatever your divisor is there, that is obviously in the polynomial form. So your divisor you should compare with the 0, and from that you are getting a value of x, and that value you have to replace in your polynomial. So after that, whatever the value you are getting, that is considered as a remainder. It will be any number, it will be any constant. Okay. And one more point here, if you are getting your remainder 0 here, so you can also say the divisor is a factor of your polynomial. Clear? So this way we can perform the remainder theorem. Okay. So it's a very useful theorem for us बच्चों. Okay, because काफी सारी efforts हमारी कम कर लेते हैं. But one more point, the remainder theorem is only useful to getting a remainder, and by remainder obviously you can consider the factor also. Okay, so both the things we will discuss. इसके रिस्पेक्ट में हमारे पास we have the one exercise 2.3 that we are going to discuss. Hope you understand all these things, right? Small questions हम थोड़े से start करते हैं. Okay, now in our exercise we have the question 1. In that we have so many questions. So the question is, find the remainder when the polynomial x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1 is divided by, we have so many options. First option, by the x plus 1. Second question, by the x minus 1 by 2. Third question, that is the by x. Fourth question, by the x plus pi. And the fifth question, that is the by 5 plus 2x. Let's discuss it all one by one. So in these all the questions we have to find out the remainder when this polynomial is divided by all these one by one. Okay. First of all, I will give the labeling to my polynomial. P of x, that is one we can consider as a dividend. Okay. But here we didn't require to perform a long division. Simply, these all are considered as a divisors. So this one should be considered. It will be compared with the 0. So we are getting a value of x plus minus 1. Shift to the right side, it will be minus 1. Okay. And now we have to replace this value in our polynomial. So that will be considered as a remainder. So p of x is equal to x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1. Now I will replace the value of x what? Minus 1. So p of minus 1 is the remainder. Now after calculating, we can get the value that is considered as a remainder. So minus 1 the whole cube. 3. X value बच्चों minus 1 the whole square. 3. Value of x minus 1 and plus 1. So minus 1 the cube negative number, odd power, so answer is negative, and 1 the cube is 1. Plus 3 minus 1 the square is plus 1. Plus minus minus, 3 ones are 3 and plus 1. Now you can see minus 1 and plus 1 cancel out, plus 3 and minus 3. That is also cancel out, so that is 0. And that is a remainder. Understood बच्चों? यहाँ पे हमने कोई भी लॉन्ग डिवीजन परफॉर्म नहीं किया, अदरवाइज आपको इस पॉलिनोमियल को x plus 1 से डिवाइड करना होता and then you can get the remainder. Okay? So काफी कम एफर्ट्स के साथ हमने अपना आंसर डिराइव कर लिया. Now here again this polynomial x minus 1 by 2, that we have to take it as a divisor, that we will compare with the 0. So value of x, what we will get it? So minus 1 by 2, when shift it to the right side, it will be plus, positive. Okay bachcho? Now simply this value we have to replace in our polynomial and we will get the remainder. So polynomial p of x is equal to x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1. Now value of x, what we can replace here? 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 the whole cube plus 3. 1 by 2 the whole square plus 3. 1 by 2 and plus 1. Now we will simplify it. 1 by 2 the whole cube is a 1 by 8. 3. 1 by 2 the whole square is 1 by 4. 3 ones are 3, न्यूमरेटर के साथ मल्टीप्लाई होगा बच्चों 3 by 2 and plus 1. So finally 1 by 8 plus 3 ones are 3 by 4 and plus 3 by 2 and plus 1. Okay. Now to add or subtract, we have to take the LCM because all the terms denominator is different. So I will divide 8, 4, 2. These are the three numbers with us in our denominator. So we will take the LCM. So LCM of the 8, 4 and 2, that will be what? 8, because 4 is already factor of 8 and 2 is already factor of 8. Okay. So now first term, the denominator 8, so numerator as it is, plus second term, we have the denominator 4. To make it 8, we have to multiply it by 2. So 4 2s are 8. So numerator also multiply by 2. 3 2s are 6. Plus here denominator is 2. So 2 4s are 8. So we have to multiply it by 4. So numerator also 3 4s are 12. Here 1 denominator is nothing, so 1. So to make it 8, we have to multiply by 8. So numerator also multiply by 8. So 8 ones are 8. Now after the addition, what we will get it? 12 plus 8, that is 20. 20 and this 6 and 1 7. 27 by 8. That will be considered as a remainder. Clear, bachcho? Chalo, come to the third question. It's a simple x. So we have to consider x is equal to what? 0. So our polynomial p of x is equal to x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1. We will replace the value what? 0. So 0 the cube. 3 into 0 the square plus 3 into 0 plus 1. So obviously 0, AB 0, AB 0, A 1. So answer कितना हो गया बच्चों हमारे पास 1. Take the fourth question. We will compare this with the 0. So we can get the value of x. That is what? Pi. We will shift to the right side. It will be minus pi. Now in our polynomial, p of x is equal to x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1. In this we will replace the value of x is minus pi. So minus pi the whole cube plus 3 minus pi the square plus 3 into minus pi plus 1. ठीक है बच्चों, wherever x is there, each and every place you have to replace the value of x is what? Minus pi. Now negative number, the odd power, the answer is negative minus pi cube. Minus pi the square, it's a pi square. Plus minus minus 3 pi and plus 1. Okay. Here we didn't require to replace the value of pi. Okay. It's simply this whole part that should consider as a remainder. Okay. Now last one. Again this polynomial we will compare with the 0. So पहले 5 को शिफ्ट कीजिए बच्चों. So 2x is equal to what? Minus 5. अब 2 multiplication to division होगा. So it will be minus 5 by 2. Now we will replace this value in our polynomial. What our polynomial? P of x is equal to x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1. Okay. Now value of x, we will replace here what? Minus 5 by 2. So minus 5 by 2 the whole cube plus 3x square, that is minus 5 by 2 the whole square plus 3, value of x is minus 5 by 2 and plus 1. Okay. Now make the simplification. Negative number the odd power, so answer is negative. 5 the cube, 125. Denominator 2 the cube, that is 8. Plus 3. Negative number the power is even, answer is positive. 5 the square is 25. 2 the square, that is 4. Now plus minus minus. 5 3s are 15 upon 2 plus 1. So minus 125 upon 8 plus 25 3s are 75 by 4. Then minus 15 by 2 and plus 1. Now take the LCM for the 8, 4 and 2. The LCM is what? 8. Because 4 and 2 is again a factor of, it's already a factor of 8. So now here already 8 is there, so numerator remains unchanged. But here 4, we make it 8. So to multiply by 2. So numerator also multiply by 2. So 75 multiply 2, it's a 150. Minus 2 4s are 8. So numerator also multiply by 4. So 15 4s are 60. And 1 also multiply with the LCM, that is 8 1s are 8. Okay, so now, so पॉजिटिव नंबर और नेगेटिव नंबर एडिशन, या फिर पहले इन दोनों को ले लेते 150 और 125, द सब्ट्रैक्शन इज +25. ओके, पॉजिटिव नंबर नेगेटिव नंबर सब्ट्रैक्शन और साइन ऑफ द ग्रेटर नंबर -60 and +8 upon what 8. चलो 25 60, what the subtraction? So 60 and 25, the subtraction is 35 and answer is negative because 60 is a greater number. So -35 and +8 upon 8. So finally -35 and +8, again subtraction happen. So 35 and 8, what the subtraction? You will get the 27, but that is negative. Okay, and that's a P of -5/2. Understood, bachcho? So these all are the remainders. We can get it without performing a long division. Clear? चलो अब इसमें और क्वेश्चन है, आपको जो भी जरूरी बच्चों अच्छी तरह से लिख लेना है. कहीं आपको ऐसा लग रहा है तो पॉज करके भी आप वीडियो को पॉज करके भी लिख सकते हैं. ओके, चलो कैन आई ऑफ दिस. इसमें और दो क्वेश्चंस हैं छोटे छोटे, उसको भी हम डिस्कस कर लेते बच्चों. चलो अब ये क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 हमारे पास है. व्हाट द क्वेश्चन? Find the remainder when this polynomial x cube minus ax square plus 6x minus a is divided by what x minus a. और एक छोटा सा क्वेश्चन इसी के साथ डिस्कस कर लेते हैं. इसी में एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन है हमारे पास, क्वेश्चन नंबर 3. ओके, now check whether 7 plus 3x is a factor of 3x square plus 7x. Okay, now find the remainder theorem. Remainder when this polynomial is divided by x minus x. So remainder theorem obviously apply करेंगे बच्चों. इस polynomial को मैं x minus x से divide करना है. So जो डिवाइस है उसको हम किसके साथ कंपेयर करेंगे बच्चों? 0. तो what the value of x I get it? Plus a. And simply we will put this value in our polynomial. Polynomial को हम p of x करके लेबलिंग कर लेते हैं. So that is the x cube minus ax square plus 6x minus a. Now value of x, what we will replace here? A. So a the cube minus a the square plus 6 into a minus a. Wherever x is there, each and every place we replaced here a. So a cube, here a square into a. So a cube is 6a हो गया, 6 into a और एक minus a. Okay, अब plus a cube minus a cube will be cancel out. Plus 6a minus 1a, it will be 5a. They are the like terms. Okay, so p of a हमारे पास आ गया 5a and this one is the remainder. So what the remainder? 5a. Okay बच्चों, now इसी एक्सरसाइज का लास्ट क्वेश्चन, क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 हम डिस्कस करेंगे. Here we have to check the whether 7 plus 3x is a factor of this polynomial or not. So this one is as a divisor and this one is a dividend. So 7 plus 3x we have to check it, it's a factor of 3x cube plus 7x or not. So here this one we have to check it as a factor. So this one we will compare with what? 0 as per our remainder theorem and we will get the value of x here. So how we can get it? 7 we will shift to the right side. So 3x equal to what? Minus 7. Now 3 from multiplication to division. So this way we can get the value of x, that is minus 7 by 3. Now we will replace this value in our polynomial and we check the remainder. If the remainder is 0, so this one is a factor, otherwise not. Okay, so polynomial को labeling कर लेते हैं. P of x is equal to 3x cube plus 7x. As x, what we are replacing? Minus 7 by 3. That is equal to 3 as x minus 7 by 3 the whole cube plus 7 into minus 7 by 3. Sure. Now negative number the odd power, answer is positive, and 7 the cube, that is 343, 3 the cube, that is 27. Okay, and negative number the odd power, sorry, answer is negative. Okay, if the even power is there, so answer positive. Here the odd power is there, so answer is negative. Plus minus minus, 7 sevens are 49 upon 3. Now a cancellation होगा तो 3 nines are 27. So what left? Minus 343 upon 9 minus 49 upon 3. Now we will take the LCM to make the addition subtraction. So 9 and 3, the LCM is what? 9. So here 9 is already here. So numerator remains unchanged. But here to make it 9, I have to multiply it by 3. So numerator also multiply by 3. So 49, when I multiply it by 3, it will be minus 147. And now both the numbers have the same sign. So it will be added because like terms, numbers are there. इन दोनों को ऐड करेंगे बच्चों तो माइनस 490 अपॉन 9. ओके, तो ये हमारा रिमाइंडर हो गया बच्चों. और हम देख सकते हैं we didn't get our remainder 0, so this one is not equal to 0. If अगर 0 मिला होता तो we can say this one is a factor, but here we didn't get the remainder 0, so 7 plus 3x is not a factor of my polynomial 3x cube plus 7x. Understood? So remainder theorem is also useful to consider the divisor is a factor of your dividend or not. If you get the remainder 0, so it's a factor. If you didn't get the 0 as a remainder, so you say its divisor is not a factor of your dividend. Clear?